How's it going, Primes? Jake's Prime here, and I'm back with some more Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 gameplay. We are now, this video is going to be about the newest update. I think the update was called update patch 6.06. Can't fully remember, but it's the recent update with the Raven Guard and the Salamander champion skin for the sniper, which is ridiculous in my opinion. It should have been the heavy, but everyone has already said that. The point of this video is just to show you guys what's going on absolute difficulty. It's okay. It felt a little, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I don't know, it's because I just woke up and I'm not fully focused on everything. It's probably that. But it's just, the difficulty before it, I forgot the name of it. I'm just making this without a script, just on the whim. But it's the one where you get the damaged helmet. That difficulty felt harder than this one. But this one is still pretty fun. The new enemies that are in it, or the new enemy that's in it, the Biovore, not gonna lie, don't remember the name. It's the one that shoots the spores at you, the Biospore, the one that shoots it at you. I had the whole thought process of, oh, it's going to be like a boss fight and it's going to be on a new map, because the picture that the Games Workshop had, it looked massive. I mean, it's still pretty big compared to like a normal 6-foot person, but it just looks really small. But maybe that's how it is, because I don't play the Tyranids often at the tabletop, so technically this is the first time me seeing this creature. But other than that, damage output and everything seems pretty good. I've heard that the bolters got a buff. As you can tell on the gameplay on the screen right now, my heavy bolter is just shredding through everything. But I myself is also getting shredded through by a lot of enemies, especially this Ravener right here. But yeah, not a lot of spongy enemies this go around, thankfully. That's what aggravated me a little bit of the last update with the newer difficulty that came out when you get the helmet. The enemies were like really spongy, but for this one, not so much. Here in a minute, a Carnifex is going to show up, and I'm able to kind of just not necessarily rip it apart, but I'm able to kind of do some heavy damage onto the fella. Now, with the spawning of the enemies, I do like the spawning where it has harder enemies spawning in. I do prefer that over than just making enemies more spongy. I've always said that. I want to say Doom Eternal did it the best, where if you played on Ultra Nightmare, you know, zombies and imps still went down at the same rate, but they hit just a tiny bit harder. And, oh, there's the Carnifex, by the way. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to the screen. I'm, like, walking around my room talking about this. But, like the imps, zombies, and all of them, they still hit a little hard, but they weren't spongy. That's the thing. But you had to fight more Marauders, more Barons of Hells, more Hell Knights, more Doom Hunters. And that's what I like. That's what I prefer in a harder difficulty spike, where it's like, oh, here's more harder enemies to fight, not that the same enemy is more spongy, because the weapons you get just end up becoming obsolete, kind of like with the last update for Space Marine 2, where lethal, that's the name of it, lethal difficulty, where like a regular Hormagaunt, I think that's what it's called, little tiny guys running around, they took so much ammo just to kill. But then, you know, you had like 2 updates after and they kind of balanced it out, but this update fixes it perfectly. Like, a Hormagaunt disappears when my heavy bolter hits it. But back to the Carnifex thing way back when. Right now, see, I'm able to hold my own with a Carnifex with no help, no nothing. I mean, I do get kind of like banged up around here. Just kind of, yeah. Not my best play, but hey, it worked, and I was able to take it out. And this is on absolute harder difficulty than Ruthless. But if I have to say any complaint, oh, the beaked helmet. I'm sure y'all saw a little bit at the beginning. I finally made Melon Kaido. Not 1-to-1 because we don't have a lot of that stuff out yet where it's 1-to-1. But it's close. But it was like 7, 12, 13-ish dollars to get all of it. I know that's pretty bad coming from me because I don't work often now for some reason, my job. But that's another conversation. But one of like the bad stakes about this new update, I'm pretty sure it's because everyone's getting on. The servers are having a hard time. It's kind of resembling Helldivers 2, which, by the way, Helldivers 2 had a new update. I'm not too crazy about it because, like I've said, Helldivers has been getting somewhat stale a little bit. Same thing with Space Marine. Not gonna lie, it's getting a little kind of stale-ish, like stale bread. You can still eat it, but it's just it's stale bread. Helldivers is like really bad at the moment right now. Not bad to play, it's just y'all know what I mean. Hopefully. But with this new update, this video I made originally was an hour long because I hit save recent gameplay. I've only been playing the game for an hour. And as you can tell, it's 30 minutes long. For 30 minutes, I was stuck in the loading screen. 30 minutes. Every time sometimes it wouldn't even let me load into the game alone, like on my own. But a lot of times I would start up the mission, being this one, on absolute difficulty, what we're playing on right now, and the game just would not load. It would say I'm joining a game, and right as I step into the little square in front of the Thunderhawk, it would just have an infinite loading screen, kind of like GTA 5 when it had that glitch where it's an infinite loading screen. Same thing, and it would kick me entirely out of the game. Completely. It wouldn't even take me back to the battle bar, just all the way out. And I'm on PlayStation. So it doesn't like back me out of the game like to the PlayStation 5 home menu. More or less, when you boot up the game for the first time, where it says SpaceMarine2 and then you see Titus show up, that's what I mean by it starts me all the way over. That has happened like 5 times in a row, possibly even more because PlayStation only has like an hour record limit, so possibly more. But that's like that was really annoying because a lot of times I'm mostly busy for a lot of the times. I know I don't work much and all that, but I just don't sit at home often. I do have my days where I'm home all day, but in other days I'm like, hey, going out into town, spending time with family, spending time with loved ones, or hell, watching a movie or painting a transformer, because that's what I do. But other than that, I do have to apologize real quick. Yet again, nothing's on script. I'm just going off. Right here, where I'm fighting a lictor. I don't know what happened right here, but it's like I got stuck. I could not move. See? Like I dodged and I couldn't go anywhere. That was just a little bit annoying, but I was able to hold my own. And this is why I'm about to say absolute difficulty is not that bad, because I'm able to hold off on my own by myself with a lictor on the now hardest difficulty, because it's past Ruthless. Yeah, but in Ruthless, when it first came out, if you saw one lictor, 3 lictors, which was kind of like breaking the lore, because Titus said lictors hunt alone, just for 3 of them to show up. But yeah, I don't know much of what to talk about, minus that new enemy. It's going to be a little bit till I run into that new enemy. I run into it when there it is. I just walked past it. As you could tell, it was like really small, and that's probably like lore accurate for them being that small. It's just I was expecting them to be a lot bigger. Around the part where we're about to drop like the bomb or the napalm, where you got to protect generator 1, 2, 3, and 4. We run into, I want to say 2 of them. One is like scurrying around. It looks like a roach a little bit, with like a giant cannon on his back. But yeah, other than that, you see him there. I've started to realize that its weakness is it's either its back or like the connection of that cannon to its body, and that's it. So around that section, you'll see me fight that enemy. I never was able to get an execution because the other teammates that I'm with, I know saying random is like a mean term for a lot of people, but these guys are randoms. I just joined a world or joined a game. We pulled through pretty well, but they were able to kill the new enemy before I could. I mean, I was able to get it into its glory kill state, but they were able to get it before me. So yeah, we're about to be coming up on to when I went down. I want to say the first time. Yeah, I went down the first time in this section. Only because I got swarmed. And it's okay, you know, because I took out a lot of enemies. Like, right here. I think those are the Hormagons or Shootamagons or whatever you call them. Excuse me. See, like that. Easy. But yet again, I got stuck on that dang tree, and there I go. I would revive myself, but I usually save that to where if my teammate gets hurt. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just stop talking. I said what I said about the update. Update's pretty good, pretty alright. It does have its problems because it is a new update. Every update like that, or every update for games nowadays are always like that, where they have problems. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. I hope to catch on in a next video. Don't know when it will be, because not a lot of new games, or just really haven't had the drive either. But I'm trying, I'm pushing. But yeah, I hope to catch on the next episode or next video of whatever I post. Hope everyone has a wonderful life. And this is Jacobs Prime signing out to all are one. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Peace out.
Equipping fresh magazine. Iron Halo online.
Talassa, the Cadians are running out of time. How close are you to the Prometheum facility?
On location, Lieutenant.
You are making good time. We are going to need it.
This facility was not built with defense in mind.
Use the codes to prime the bomb and finish its deployment into the crude Prometheum well. Cautiously, if you know what is good for you.
Cut off its call for aid. Now. Refilling magazines. The charge has been armed.
Rites of activation have been observed. The generators hum in the machine god's name. Crane sequencing initialized. Delivering payload.
Rodney! Going for generator 1!
Unsanctioned mechanical adjustments in occurrence of generator 1. Follow only the divine protocols.
Dislodge the enemy from that generator.
All Tyranny combatants, Iron Halo ready. Mark Xenos combatant. Nullify combatant before it rallies more enemies. Swarm spotted. Headed toward Generator 4.
X-axis aligned by the Omnissiah's will.
2 axes remain.
Warning. Violent dismantling of Generator 4 in progress. Punish the ignorant iconoclasts.
Too much damage.
Attention. Crane drive is jammed. Perform the necessary cleansing to resume operation.
Enhanced tactic ready.
Electrical behavior. Bomb in transit.
Drive train restored. Begin the chorus of locomotion adepts.
Prepare for hostiles at Generator 2.
Instability detected in Generator 2. Operator requested. Y-axis aligned. Margin of error 0.0 nanometers. Blessed be the Omnissiah's divine precision.
Banner, ready to
It need only descend into the well now.
Demolition deployment sequence concluded. No errors logged under the Omnissiah's watchful oculus.
Captain, it is done. Now let us watch the Xenos burn.
There is an observation platform overlooking the Promethium fields. It will make a good vantage for your ambush.
Target Xenos bioform.
I will try this now.
Iron Halo protocol in progress.
That silence is too late to find.
Attention.
Friendly
Fire warning issued. Advance to position. Stop target from calling up fresh reserves.
Bulk available.
Iron Halo online.
Dead and I take it. Skip us with wind, Xenos. Magazine exhausted.
Kill confirmed. Major Tyranid threat.
Replenished and ready.
We have arrived at Nozik's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
I will fight in the thick of these Xenos as long as you need.
I will hold you to that.
My oath is my shield. Dig in, brothers. We hold this position until the main swarm is fully committed.
Tactical advantage. We have the high ground.
Not high enough for your liking.
Tyranid unit sighted.
Wonder how many I could down before they got me.
Iron Halo ready. Mark Xenos combatant.
Charge is set, and the swarm approaches. Dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield. Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position for a while yet. Keep your heads and get it done.
Ah! Ha ha ha! Good. They come. I wondered how I might pass the time.
Area now deployed and ready for ignition. The Tyranids are attempting to reach our platform.
My firing position is no longer secure.
Let the foul creatures burn!
The bulk of the swarm is continuing along the protected path. Continue holding.
Coming from behind!
Consoles ready for input.
Unleashing frag grenade! Preparing disciplinary report.
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
You failed, Odin. Xenos eradication complete.
More tyranids! I was worried we had run out.
Fire trap set. Light, do not let the Tyranids into close combat range.
Burning those Xenos! Hold the line! We will push them back!
The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark. You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
Understood, Command. Readying the charge. Quarters reporting in. Our operation was a success.
Tyranid biosigns down 90% and falling. Swarm annihilation confirmed.
Excellent work. Move to extract.
Thunderhawk arriving at evac point. Ramp down and ready.
I will not die to our own trap. Move!
Extraction complete. Returning to orbit. Commendable work, brothers. You honor your chapter. Be ready for rearm, refit, and redeployment immediately.